I know a lot of you guys saw my video Tuesday, and it really didn't sound like I understood what I was fucking saying. Um, because I honestly didn't really know what I was saying. Like, I knew what was going on, and I knew the basic facts that, like, YouTube's restricting LGBT creators' videos and LGBT creators' channels. And I watched one video on it, um, and thought I knew fucking everything. Um, and that's not right, you know. And so I went back and watched a lot more videos, and now I think I kind of know what I'm talking about. I probably really don't, but I think I know what I'm talking about. So this is basically part 2 of the LGBT restrictions shit, and then also some other things that have been going on in the world that I wanted to talk about. So, as you all know, YouTube started restricting, or people started noticing it more, like restricting LGBT creators' videos. They started noticing it about Friday, Saturday of last week. So it's been a whole week since this situation started, and it's starting to die out already. And nothing's happened since I've made that video. And so people got pissed about this. Tyler Oakley, so many people got pissed about this shit, and they have a right to. And a couple days ago, YouTube released an apology stating that we love gay people, we just have certain policies and requirements for your video. And like, they didn't really apologize. They just gave reasons why they did it, even though they weren't really reasons. They were just like this, and this, and that kind of shit. And so a lot of people called out YouTube on their shit, which, people do that all the goddamn day, over the past, like, 2 years or so, because YouTube has been fucking up a lot. And so, and it was such a YouTube thing to do, to, like, release a thing and then not say anything about it, like, not truly do what everybody wants them to do, like apologize, or communicate with their creators. Susan Wojcicki, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. It's like Wakajani or something like that shit. And so, and it's really fucking sad, and it's really fucking ironic as well, because like I said in my last video, YouTube did this whole Proud to Be campaign a while ago, showing how gay people should be proud and shouldn't have to hide themselves, and then they go and do this shit, which is awful. It's just the fact that YouTube, a place where we all thought it was a safe place to be ourselves, goes and does this bullshit. It's fucking insane to me. And it pisses me the fuck off, because I thought that this could be a safe place, but it clearly is starting to seem the opposite way, because YouTube is enabling the ignorance of people who don't know shit about the LGBT community, and it sucks. And YouTube has become a petty company. Like, I honestly think they are petty, because the PewDiePie situation. Let's get into that, even though that's old. I don't care if it's old or not. So you all probably know the PewDiePie situation where, Wall Street Journal mainly, and that's also the one he mainly talked about, posted articles about him being a Nazi and having, like, anti-Semitic groups support him and all that shit. And Wall Street Journal went to YouTube and Maker Studio went to Disney and YouTube, show them this articles, and they were like, fine, we'll drop him, I guess. And so YouTube dropped his YouTube Red Show, and then Disney dropped him, and his company, Maker Studios, went bankrupt in the span of like a month or so. And YouTube have been PewDiePie had been calling out YouTube for years on the platform, and so they were like looking for a reason to drop him so that they can like, screw you, we're the big guys and you're just a little fucker. But that is their biggest creator, and so like they dropped their biggest creator and honestly their biggest show, their biggest YouTube Red Show, because I don't think Joey Graceffa is continuing his Into the Night show, and that was a pretty big show, and then they canceled Scare PewDiePie, and those were like the two big shows on the platform. And so now they've lost their two big shows on the platform, and so YouTuber might go under. I honestly hope it doesn't, because it's a great program, but like, you know, this turned to rambling. But YouTube is a petty company. They're just out for the money. I mean, they're a company, they have to be, but like, when it's to this extent where they won't even tell their own creators, the people who made YouTube what it is today, anything that's going on until like 3 days after it happens, that's bullshit. And that's not fucking okay. And now on to the final topic that I wanted to talk about, kind of thing, which has nothing to do with YouTube whatsoever, is, I'm not in center. I'm not in center. Is the London attacks that happened yesterday. What happened was that a car drove into a gate near the Parliament building, or actually drove into the Parliament building, in London, England, in like Westminster or something. And then after he crashed the car, he got out and was running around with a knife. Now the car killed about 4 people and injured a couple others, but I think he also injured some people with the knife. Sorry if that's the garage, my mom's home. He might have also injured some people with a knife. And so I just wanted to bring light to a bad situation so that everyone's thoughts could be with the families of those who have been killed and the families of those who have been injured. And yeah. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday, hopefully. Bye.